Welcome back to Skyways to Highways, where we are documenting Chapter 1, Season 1 of our journey from St. Petersburg, Florida to Alaska and all throughout Alaska, you guys. I'm Kristie.
I'm Fred, and briefly you saw Goldie.
She'll be back. When we last left you guys off, we had just left Yellowstone National Park. Our next stop was Island Park, Idaho to Helena, Montana. We traveled 184 miles that day, where we stayed at the KOA for 2 nights. We paid $152. We went downtown Helena and had some amazing Japanese noodles that hubby found.
Japanese ramen.
Quick stay. Goldie loved the dog park there. We met some fellow RV travelers that were from Florida, so that was really neat. Goldie got to play, but that was where I got to hunker down, spend a day working, plan out our next adventure. The next day we went off to
West Glacier, which was about 245 miles away. Kind of a long day, but it went pretty quick. We got to a place called Moose Creek RV Resort where we stayed 5 nights. And that wasn't too bad. We did get a discount with Good Sam's, the 10%. I think it's like $462 for the 5 nights. But remember, all these places have full hookups. Most of them all have 50 amps. We can make do with 30 amps, but preferably 50 for the heaters and or air conditioning at night.
And they did have an awesome large dog park, which comes in a lot of handy, especially when we were only 2.5 miles from Glacier National Park. Even leaving Goldie alone for 3 or 4 hours, when we come back, she's got a lot of energy she needs to let go.
And this was the end of May, which was really cool because the tourists really hadn't come yet. Same thing like Yellowstone. We've been hitting these places before the tourists come, and it was really cool because we took the boat ride on Lake McDonald, didn't have a problem. That was really cool. The boat's something like 80, 90 years old, and they keep rebuilding it. And that was cool. It was a beautiful trip across the lake and back. And then we walked around the lodge, which was really cool too, because that was built a long, long time ago, and I really don't recall all the history behind it, but it was just beautiful inside.
It was, and it got us so excited for our adventure. I think, that's when the change in the landscape and the scenery really made it real for us, because just being out there on that lake and on that turquoise blue water, overlooking those glaciers and massive mountains, that was really, we went to Yellowstone and that was beautiful, but Glacier National Park is absolutely stunning. We started out at the end of the Sun Road, which actually was closed after Avalanche Road. So we could only make it to the Avalanche Road mark because they were still bulldozing.
Cleaning.
They were still cleaning up the snow from all of the snow that they had from their season.
These buses date all the way back to the 30s. They were built by White, but I don't know how long ago, maybe about 20 years ago, Ford took it upon themselves to totally repower plant them, give them a whole new drivetrain and fix them up for the Park Service. And it's just beautiful. Each one has been restored and they use them today as well. It's the largest fleet of this type of vintage bus that's still being used by the Park Service.
We actually met some friends there that did a little bit of our journey with us, so that was really neat. We did a short hike at Trail of the Cedars at an Avalanche Lake, which was stunning. We did that with Mike, and Fred and I, and the cedars were just massive on this hike. To know that these trees have been there thousands of years.
Hungry Horse Dam.
Yes.
Which is really cool too, because we took Goldie with us and we walked across the dam and whatnot, and just watching the sheer power of the water coming out of the dam.
Right.
It's a hydroelectric dam providing electricity for the region. That was pretty neat too, and that's been around for a long time.
Yeah, it was really neat to learn the history of that as well. And that was also something as dog friendly. We were able to keep Goldie on her leash and take her with us.
This route that we took to get over to West Glacier, a lot of hills, a lot of going downhill too, not to mention all the bugs on the RV. So pretty much every time we stop somewhere, I'm washing the windshield, doing that stuff. And of course, Goldie loves it. She gets to play with the water.
After a long car ride that day, remember that was 245 miles. So that was a long car ride for Goldie. So she definitely gets excited when Daddy takes out the hose and plays with her.
We also had to go down to the vet.
Yep. So that day was the West Glacier, Montana, Columbia Falls, Montana. You guys, super short day, 17 miles. We stayed at Whispering Pines RV Park for $71, but we were so focused on the vet that I was able to find. So super important, because I know any of you guys with animals out there that are kind of anxious about taking your dogs across the border. Ponderosa Animal Hospital in Kalispell, Montana, that was able to provide the certified documentation for Goldie to be able to cross the border. So we had her check the certified health certificate, which has that stamped document number in the top right-hand corner. I'm actually going to delete all of our information, and I'm going to put a copy of that as I'm talking right here. So that way you guys get an idea of what this form looks like. And that way you guys get the correct one. I think we paid about $75 for that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Goldie passed flying colors, but it's just something that they do require to enter back into the state of Alaska. It's not necessary for Canada, but it is for Alaska.
Border crossing, the Canadian border. I would highly recommend, whether you're crossing the U.S. border, which you will later on the Alcan Highway, look at the Canadian website as well as the U.S. border website for driving into the country. We did have our passports. I've got another card that allows me to cross into Mexico or Canada, and I can't think of the name of it offhand, but it comes with the passport if you order it. Nevertheless, it was a no-brainer. Simple questions. The big thing is, once again, firearms, because handguns are illegal in Canada in a sense. You can bring rifles. There's a long form you got to fill out and pay. I think it's $25 a rifle, because there's always people going up there for hunting and whatnot when they have their open game season. But they didn't take anything from us. They just asked some simple questions, and boom, we were on our way. That day, we went all the way up to, where did we go? Fairmont. Hot Springs, British Columbia, 192 miles. It was a wonderful day. It was a beautiful day.
It was.
Stayed at a Spruce Grove campground.
Yep.
Which was $45, pretty reasonable. It was 30 amps. That was all they had.
Yep.
In fact, I've been finding it's quite common in Canada and a lot of the parks in Alaska too that only have 30 amps. Some have 50.
Yeah.
But it's okay. You can make do with 30.
Just make sure you have your
what?
Adapter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The power plug adapter from a
50 amp to a 30.
From 50 amp to a 38 plug, and just plug it in. And they even make them for 110, because at the house when I first bought it, I had a 110 extension, and that was just basically to keep the lights on and keep the batteries charged. Fairmont Hot Springs was cool because we also have a kind of a quasi resort of hot springs. It was built, I don't know, back in the 50s or 60s. And it's a really nice pool, and it's hot. It's wonderful. They have showers there and whatnot. And it was a nominal charge. I don't even remember what it was. Maybe like $20 Canadian.
Yeah.
Which is like $10 US or $12, somewhere around there. But that was kind of the highlight because I told her, I said, bring your bathing suit. I know we're going to Alaska, but anyway, because I knew of these hot springs throughout the area. Next day was our big push from Fairmont Hot Springs, BC to Yellowhead County, Alberta. 327 miles, another long day. Now I'm traveling with friends of ours that I've known for, 40 years. And they are ahead towing a trailer. So we're right behind them in our Class A. So they want to go. So, and we sucked it up, and we could do it because we alternate driving.
Yep.
And that's where we went through Jasper National Park, is where she saw her first glacier. which was really cool. Jasper National Park, it's a beautiful drive. The roads are relatively nice. We didn't have any problems. Traffic was light because, once again, it's kind of the beginning of the season. So we just zipped through. We made a lot of stops, took pictures and whatnot. And they have parking next to the huge glacier. Well, the parking lot, there's one for cars and there's one for RVs. I didn't see that one. I went to where the tour buses went, and guess what? I got stuck. So I had to drop the Jeep, do a 3-point turn, get around, hook the Jeep back up, and then we found RV parking.
Yeah. All while me and Goldie enjoyed a little snack inside, enjoying the view of the glacier.
So that was a fun day.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was the end of that day. And then from
Yellowhead County, Alberta to Farmington, British Columbia was another super huge push. That was 324 miles that day. We stayed at Farmington Fairways for 2 nights. Our friends and I had agreed the night prior at Jasper Gates RV Park, like, guys, let's do a big push and then let's hunker down for a couple days. Let's find a base camp, actually enjoy the town, enjoy ourselves, because we had been push, over 300 miles per day. So that was really nice. It actually was 14 minutes north of Dawson Creek,
right,
which is the official starting point, the official historic starting point of the Alcan Highway. It's official June 5th. We have made it to mile marker 0. The real adventure begins. Right, Goldie? They didn't have a dog park there. So we found one in town that I'm going to show you some clips of, literally a panoramic view. It's an old baseball field that they turned into a dog park. And this place was so huge. Goldie had so much fun. There really wasn't any dogs the first day. The second day, some other dogs had come, but great opportunity for her to stretch her legs, especially after those couple of days of long pushes. She definitely enjoyed herself at this dog park. And also we got to do some shopping to prepare for our first stretch of the Alcan Highway. So they have a Dollar Tree there. Yeah. We were in Wyoming, and this dog owner with their 2 golden retrievers used this toy called Chuck It, right? That would throw the ball. Well, when we were at Dollar Tree in Dawson Creek, we found for $1, you guys, Fred was just showing you, and it fits regular tennis balls. For $1, it's a Chuck It. So we bought one. We love it so much that we went back and bought 3 more just to have extras, but it actually throws the ball faster than the actual brand name one.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we have these in the U.S., but Canada, you've got it going on for us dog owners out here, because it throws the ball far and really makes your puppy tired. We'll see a clip of us at the official mile marker 0. Did our little famous family photo. We also visited the Pioneer Village.
Now, they have houses that were there when the building of the Alcan Highway. They did have a major fire, and I think it was in the mid-40s or something. Okay. Whatever they saved, they moved to a new strip of land, and they call it Pioneer Village. So they have all kinds of cool things from back in the day when the town was booming. Old trucks, fire engines, schoolhouses, churches, all kinds of neat stuff that is period correct for that time. So that was worthwhile to see. And oh God, was it free or was it like $4 or something?
Donations only.
Oh, donations only. That's right.
Donations only. And actually, it's an RV park as well. Really, I would have stayed at the RV park right there in Dawson Creek, because you're right there at the Pioneer Village Museum. So I thought that was actually really cool too. Also, they have the official Alcan History Museum there, a little house that actually, it's a big house. You walk in and it shows you the entire route, the mapping of the Alcan, how it was built, how the military was drafted in to start building and constructing this highway. It's absolutely phenomenal. And you learn so much history of the actual people, that constructed it back then, and what it was like. And they have a video. You can sit down and watch the video. We watched the whole thing.
Yeah, that was really neat.
It really was. They did a really good job there.
So make sure you check out the Dawson Creek Visitor Center too.
Yes.
They actually have some cool t-shirts with that map out your trip to Alaska.
Yeah.
And it was pretty reasonable. I think it was like $15, $20 a t-shirt, considering what prices are today for clothes. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. But it was really neat. And they also had some other gift shops in there too.
That was really neat. So their visitor center was actually under construction. So we met the lady out in the parking lot of the official historic sign. She had her little booth with her billboard, and she actually good. She actually is the one who took our official photo of us at the sign. So that was really neat that they still did that for you. So the Walmart in town, we got to stock up, shop, prepare as best as we could for our journey up to the Alcan. Now, our friends separated from us then. Up next, we will be taking you guys to mile 300. Yes, our first push on the Alcan Highway from mile 0 to Fort Nelson is a 300-mile push, and we're going to take you guys with us every mile of the way.
A very bumpy ride throughout most of Canada.
We'll be pushing all the way to Destruction Bay. If you're new to our channel or this is your first episode, I'm going to go ahead and post a little QR link here that'll take you directly to our website, so that way you can learn more about us. Be sure to
click subscribe, like, and ring the bell.
And maybe share it with a friend or leave us a comment. We definitely read all the comments here.
See you next time.
See you next time. Thanks for watching.